Snowball fights are fun to have when you're up at a place that has snow. But you also should be extremely careful because they may have some objects that can be quite dangerous to some people, like a rock. Hi everybody, it's Mena. Welcome back to my channel, or if this is the very first video that you're seeing of me, then welcome to my channel. Please be sure to hit the subscribe button down below if you didn't already. I post every day except for Tuesday and Friday afternoon sometimes, and I have Mr. Humphrey here with me. I'm gonna move the camera down a teeny bit so you can see him. Say hi, Humphrey! And Humphrey and I are going to do a Humphrey coffee and story time. And today's Humphrey coffee and story time, and I have a little cup of coffee right here so I could drink it while I film a video with Humphrey. And today's coffee, Humphrey and story time is going to be the time I had a snowball fight with my friends at Girl Scouts, but it kind of went bad because we had to stop playing once somebody started crying because they got hit with a snowball that had a rock in it. So this is a story just to let you guys know you need to be extremely careful when you're having snowball fights with your friends, because some of those things can have rocks in them or objects that are quite sharp, and they or they can hurt somebody. So you need to be very, very careful when you're having a snowball fight. A good tip is to maybe feel the snowball to make sure there's nothing hard in it. Even if your snowball breaks, you kind of should make sure there's nothing really hard in it. Because it's just a good safety, it's a good safety tip. So please keep that in mind, that when you're having a snowball fight, please make sure you don't have anything hard that could hurt somebody in it. So I'm gonna get started, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. You can't have coffee, Humphrey. So this all started about 20 years ago. I was, oh, you're so cute. So this was all about maybe 20 or 19 years ago. I had a Girl Scout trip to go up to one of the girls at my Girl Scout troop's cabin, because they had a cabin, I think, somewhere in the mountains, or was it another city? I don't remember, but a place that had snow. And so and the cabin was big enough to hold all of us girls. There were like, I think maybe 8 girls or so. And we were so excited because we love the snow and stuff. And like I said, a lot of us lived in the same city, so we lived in a place where that didn't have snow in the winter time. So we live in a place that doesn't have snow in the winter time. So we all get so excited because we get to have snowball fights and everything. So we go to have the snowball fights, I think it was the second or third day of the trip, because I think we were going to be up there for a week or so, and we decide to have a snowball fight with each other. So as we're having our snowball fight, everything is pretty fun. We're all having a good time attacking each other with snowballs, and we're playing around, having fun. And the moms, including one of the moms who happened to be my Girl Scout leader, was outside watching us to make sure we were all safe and playing safely. And then all of a sudden, as we are throwing snowballs outside at each other, we have to stop because we suddenly hear one of the girls crying, "Oh, Humphrey!" And after that, we feel kind of bad because one of the girls had gotten hit with a snowball that had a rock in it. Luckily, it wasn't a bad injury. I think she just got hit in the face or something with it, and it wasn't like a really bad injury, like she had to go to the hospital. Her face was kind of red, and one of the girls said, "I'm so sorry, I didn't know there was a rock in it, blah 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 blah." So they made us stop doing the snowball fights. They brought the girl inside who was crying because she got hit, gave her an ice pack, and we all felt bad because we couldn't remember who had the rock with the snowball or who got hit with the rock that had the snowball that had the rock in it. Well, actually they gave the girl that got hit with the snowball that had the rock in it an ice pack and stuff, and the girl that threw the snowball that had the rock in it apologized to her, and she goes, "I'm so sorry, I didn't know there was a rock in it, blah 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 blah, and I'm really really sorry." So and she was very nice and forgiving, and we just definitely learned to be careful when we're having snowball fights. Right, so basically the Girl Scout leader gave us a good tip, or was it one of the moms? One of them, I don't remember. Humphrey, don't chew me, sorry. Anyway, Humphrey, stop. Sorry. One of the moms gave us a good idea to make sure we check the snowballs to make sure there's no rocks in it, which I thought was a really, really good idea. And so we made sure to do that the next time, and then we just decided to stop having a snowball fight until the next day because we didn't want to cause anyone else to get hit with rocks or anything by accident. So we are done with snowball fighting. The very next day when we have our next snowball fight, we start to take one of the moms' advices. One of the moms who gave us the tips advice to check the snowballs to make sure there's no rocks in it, which we did. There weren't any rocks in any of the snowballs, and then we continued to have a snowball fight and just make it safe for everybody. So the moral of the story is when you're having a snowball fight in a place that probably has like a lot of in a place like a forest, you need to be very, very careful, especially when you're at a cabin that's kind of near a forest, because you don't want to accidentally hit people with things that are very hard, things that are very sharp. Just feel your snowball to make sure there's nothing hard in it or anything sharp that you could hurt somebody with, because that's a good thing, because you don't want to end up like accidentally hurting somebody by accident. Because I understand we all don't know and we all make mistakes. We just have to be careful when we're having snowball fights in a place that has a lot of rocks or something like sharp, like spike balls or something, because you just have to feel around the snow pieces. I mean, even if your snowball gets crushed, it's good to make sure you feel around to make sure there's nothing hard in it that you can accidentally hit somebody, because we all may end up accidentally picking up rocks or whatever is hard that can hurt somebody. So just keep in mind to feel your snowball, even if it gets crushed, to make sure there's nothing hard in it. So that was a story of a snowball fight gone wrong at a cabin on a Girl Scout trip. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you learned how to be careful when you're having a snowball fight and feel your snowballs that before you throw them to make sure there's nothing hard in them. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I post every day except for Tuesday and Friday afternoon sometimes, and I'll see you in another video soon.